Okay. So Vamsi, thanks a lot for your time first.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna interact with both of you. We are sitting in Cafe Coffee Day in IIT Madras, and I caught you today. You are going home because of I think leave session is started. Holidays have started.
Right.
So I'll be discussing Vamsi very briefly with you about your department in which you are. And the purpose of this entire interaction is that students get to know about this department in which you are. We get to know about these things only from the website and all. So we get to know from you directly what department you are in and how this course is. So briefly about your name, which part of India you are from where you graduated, and which course you are pursuing here in IIT Madras.
Okay. Hello all, my name is Vamsi and I am from Hyderabad. I am pursuing my MS degree over here at Ocean Engineering Department. I am actually an IDRP MS scholar where I have a sister department called Electrical Department.
Okay.
So, what else you want to know?
So Vamsi, I want to know what IDRP is actually, because you said Oceaneering Department.
Yes.
You mentioned two things: Oceaneering Department, Electrical Department.
Yes.
Now tell me, like Oceaneering Department is interdisciplinary. Students join it from different domains, right?
Yes.
But then there is a IDRP also. How all this is connected? Oceaneering Department, Electrical Department, IDRP. What is this all about?
So IDRP is like a interdisciplinary research program.
Okay.
Where two professors from two different departments come together and they propose a research proposal.
Okay.
And then they keep it up on the IDRP website, where you can find the list of projects and all.
Okay.
Along with the list of projects, you will be given which specializations you'll have to have in your BTech and all.
Okay.
And then you'll have to file your application, and then you have an interview over there.
Okay.
So what happens is that you have an interview based on your core knowledge, and as well as you'll be interviewed upon the project knowledge as well. After that, you'll get to know which department you belong to. There are two departments: a parent department and a sister department.
Okay.
My parent department is ocean engineering, and my sister department is electrical engineering. So one of my guide is from oceaneering, and one is
electrical
from yes.
So your graduation is in which department?
My graduation is in ocean engineering department.
You have done BTech in Oceaneering, huh?
No, my BTech is from mechanical engineering.
You are mechanical engineer.
Yes.
And now you have two guide, one from electrical department, another from Oceaneering.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So Vamsi, tell me, like the person who is doing MS in Oceaneering itself,
Okay.
how his course is different from the course which you are pursuing?
So here MS is like you have to select the courses based on your research and how the course are relevant to your research.
Okay.
In IDRP, what happens is that your research is already specified.
Okay.
When the research proposal is kept out, your research is already specified, and you're supposed to take courses based on that research topic. But in general, whenever people apply for an MS in IIT Madras through some portals, what happens is that you get a guide, and then based on the guide's work, you'll have to choose your research topic.
Okay.
So based on that research topic, you'll have to choose your courses.
Okay.
But this process is reversed for IDRP.
Okay.
Your project is already fixed, so you'll have to choose your course based on that. You'll have a what do you say? You'll have a pre-knowledge about what you're going to pursue over there.
Okay.
So that way, this is more streamlined. But I can say that this is much better than going through the chaos of selecting a guide and then selecting a research topic and all. That way, IDRP is somewhat different.
Okay. I tell you one question. Tell you which students ask very frequently. They say that we want to pursue career in core domain. I'm a mechanical engineer. I want to do in core domain. I'm getting Oceaneering Department of IIT Madras or some another IIT like IIC Bangalore, Earth Science, Oceaneering and all. So what domain they work in? I mean, a student who is doing masters in Oceaneering, can he pursue job in similar domains which we call core domain?
The problem is most of the companies which come to IIT Madras don't have much knowledge about what ocean engineering is properly is.
Okay.
Like there are people who are from electrical engineering, from civil engineering, and from mechanical as well.
Okay.
Since this being a multidisciplinary branch, the exposure of ocean engineering is not so great in terms of placements. But the work is almost as similar lines as that of any department like mechanical or applied mechanics. So if a person who wants to pursue masters, and if he is so job oriented, then I would say it would be better for him to choose a core job, core mechanical or applied mechanics as a department than ocean engineering. But if his focus is more on PhD and all, it's always the choice should be based on the guide. Here guide is the basic is the most important person.
Okay.
If your guide is proper, then you will have many more opportunities over there. So selecting a guide is much more important than selecting a department.
Okay.
If you are research oriented.
Okay.
If you want placements and then you want it to be in this domain, I would say it's better to go for a core branch rather than ocean engineering as such.
So Vamsi, one more question. Like, if some student is to plan for IDRP project and all.
Okay.
So at the level of graduation, how he can prepare himself? Should he start seeing the projects and then make up a mind, or what? How he should do that?
The first thing it should be you should see the projects and all.
Okay.
My interview in 2020 was for 1.5 hours. I think that was the longest interview that they've taken at that time.
Okay.
So it went like this. My project is based on machine learning for fluid mechanics.
Okay.
So the project had two parts, machine learning and fluid mechanics. So my present guide, who was in the interview panel, he grilled me on the fluid mechanics part, and my other guide, who was from ML part, he grilled me on the part.
Okay.
So so after that you'll have a mathematics interview. So you'll have 3 different interviews. You have to pass through all of them. So you'll have to first go through the project list, find out what you're interested in, and then break down the project list into the parts which are relevant to you. For example, if you are from mechanical engineering and there's a project based on ML plus SOM, so you're expected to prepare SOM, TOM, and EM, and then ML some parts. So if you're racing this machine design part properly, then the chances for you to get admitted is more high.
Okay.
So first they'll check how in depth do you know this, and then they'll move on to it. And if you're if proving over here, they'll move on to the next parts. So you have to break down the project properly. You have to understand the project very clearly. And then I guess I had to write a research proposal as well.
Okay.
So you need to know your project properly before coming here.
You know, I have heard that IIT Madras has very strong collaboration with the foreign universities also and all.
Yes.
And if somebody is doing project very seriously, and then there is a very good opportunity to pursue even further higher education in those universities. What do you want to say about that?
And yet again, I'll say it's mostly dependent on guide.
Okay.
So it's like, if you are choosing your guide properly, you have to first research through who are there over there. And yes, exactly. Which domain? First, right now, maybe at bachelor's level, you might not have the clarity of what you want to do.
Okay.
But at least you know, like thermal manufacturing or design.
Okay.
If you like in any of those things, you'll have to go through all the people who are going there, and then maybe go through the profiles of the profs and all. Then that would streamline your procedure rather than just saying that maybe okay, there's a collaboration, I'll go there. It's like building castles in air. That's not exactly what's happening here. So you need to focus more on your guide, and then everything falls into its place.
Okay, Vamsi, last question from you. Like, we invested a couple of years in this masters, right? You invested a couple of years here.
Yes.
So can you tell me, like, which domain you have improved upon, if I ask you that way? Like, what skills you have enhanced with your stay in IIT Madras?
Okay.
Like, we can call it a software skills or something like that. So your stay in IIT Madras, how it has enhanced you professionally, if I can ask you that way?
Okay, professionally, if I can say that, yet again, it comes down to guide and all. See, if you have a good lab, and it happens so that even if you have a lab, people in the same lab might be working differently in different domains. So if you are able to collaborate well, the more than software skills and all, the soft skills are the most important over here. How you are collaborating with your lab mates, or someone who is working in the same domain but in a different department. All those things are like inbuilt. I mean, you have to go through this process. You have to go through this hell, if I say that. You have to go through all these things. Only then at the end of the day, you'll see, okay, this is what I've learned.
Yes.
At the end, you might be having some journals and all on your name, but if you look back, you'll have to see what connections you've made over here. Those are the intangible things which you will get to know once you join the system and go through all these things.
Yes. So Vamsi, which hostel presently?
I am from Tamraparni hostel.
Okay, wonderful. Now over to you. Again, your name, which part of India you are from, and which course you are pursuing?
Hi, I'm Akhilesh. I'm from Bengaluru.
Okay.
I'm a master's student in mechanical department.
Okay.
I joined in 2020 Jan.
Okay.
I'm about to finish in a few months.
Okay. So you joined in the winter admission, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Akhilesh, one question which everybody asks: difference between masters, MTech and MS.
MTech. like MTech is a time-bound course, so
Yeah.
you will finish in 2 years, and the course there it's course dominant. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you'll do 12 courses,
Yeah.
and most of the courses are already
Fixed.
fixed.
Okay.
And in last sem you will have a project
Okay.
for 6 months.
Okay.
But in MS, like you can do a minimum of, you should do minimum of 5 courses, but you can do 8 or more. But it's mostly research dominant.
Okay. So you know, very less students understand this particular line which you said, that it is a research oriented course. They don't have idea. So can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by that? It is a research related
So when
course.
you join, you will like you have to choose a guide, and then within a sem or two you will finalize your research topic.
Okay.
So after finishing coursework, you have to work on research full time.
Okay.
Only when you finish your research you will get the degree.
There are two most important questions associated with MS. One is duration. I mean, what is the duration of MS? And the second is,
Duration-
are the placements in MS MTech almost same?
Placements, like in this year, most of the like core companies which came for MTech, they came for MS also, except maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
So in placements it's almost same.
Okay.
Duration, you can ideally finish in 2 years, but on average in mechanical I think it's around 3 years.
Okay. But is there any chance to exceed beyond 3 also?
Yeah, 3 to 4 is
It can.
also.
That is also there.
I am in my 3.5 years.
So that depends on what? I mean, the work which you are doing, or professor is giving you additional research activities, or I mean, it depends on what?
Yeah, under some professors, like there's a history of finishing early,
Okay.
but mostly it's, 3 is common for
Okay.
for all professors.
Okay.
And this time it was exceeded because of COVID. But
Okay.
usually it's, and if you join in winter, it will be like it will be 2.5 years only, because Jan to July.
Okay. You know, I'll ask you the same question which I asked Vamsi also. Like, when you graduated and now you are going to complete your post graduation also. So where professionally you think you have enhanced your skills being in IIT Madras?
Skills.
And what I mean by skills is like software skills. Like somebody say, okay, I've become very good in computational fluid dynamics now. CFD I've learned, and now for the industry I'll be, you know, useful because I've learned these kind of things. Because theoretical knowledge obviously we get in graduation also. So this is your stay in IIT Madras, other than, you know, other culture which you imbibe, soft skills which you learn. That is one part. But professionally as a mechanical engineer, you know, and in this domain, where you have enhanced your skills, that is the question.
Like, my research is fully computational.
Okay.
So like I was forced to
Okay.
learn a programming language, and
Okay.
all of my research is like I have programmed the whole code.
Okay.
My research is based on nonlinear FEA.
Okay.
So
Even
yeah.
finite element analysis.
Yeah, finite element analysis.
Okay.
And every course, most of the course assignments also require programming.
Okay. So can we say that MS course is also closer to if you sometime wanna go for PhD program in future?
Yeah, MS is almost like a mini PhD.
Mini PhD it is called, yeah.
So like even here you have to attend conferences
Okay.
and maybe publish one journal paper.
Okay.
So it's closest to PhD.
Okay. So anything you want to tell to those who are listening to you? Anything additional to this, whatever you said?
Like plan your MS, like choose your guide and
Properly. Once you land up in IIT, after that.
and choose, like if some people are not so good in programming,
Okay.
they shouldn't choose computational.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also there.
So programming means coding and all these things they should know.
Yeah.
So they should, suppose somebody is not knowing, he has got admission. Can he be confident that, okay, once I join I will learn?
Yeah, if he has interest in learning,
Then he
even
can
I learned most of programming here itself from the coursework.
Okay, that's good. So at what stage of, stage of your MS is now? At what stage you are presently?
I have written my thesis.
Okay.
I have to correct it, refine
Okay.
it, and then
Provide.
submit it in next month.
Okay. So when I got both of you in Coffee Day today, you were going home, right? Today you are going home.
He was going home.
You are going. So is vacation going on or what? I mean, IIT Madras.
It's not like that. It's like For MS students, there's no specific vacation also. So
Okay, they take leave and go.
yeah, just take leave and go. That's it.
Okay, okay. Chalo, all the very best for your journey, and thanks a lot both of you for giving your time to me. Thank you.